Hello everyone, Tomio's forever speaking, and I'm going to do a video of all 4 My Little Pony generations together. Here we go. G1. And that is a 1, not an I, people, just so you know. As the first movie begins, we get to introduce some of the ponies, but we don't find out all of their names, surprisingly, and the ponies aren't very consistent. In fact, there are only a few ponies that I clearly remember from the G1 show. There was Firefly, who was the inspiration for the G4 Rainbow Dash, and there was G1 Twilight, who was the inspiration for G4 Twilight, and apparently Twilight's mother, who looks like this Twilight right here. And then you got Applejack, the G1 Applejack being the inspiration for the G4 Applejack. And you got Sparkler on the other side, who is apparently the inspiration for the current rarity that we have in this timeline right now. And then there's also Glory, another inspiration for the G4 rarity that we've got now. There's Surprise, who is the inspiration for G4 Pinkie Pie, the one that keeps on popping up and saying random things like, I never really thought about my party cannon. You know, random gags like that. And then of course we got Posy, the inspiration for the G4 Fluttershy that we have right now. In fact, Pinkie Pie was intendedly the one that was supposed to have wings and Fluttershy be an earth pony, but they got swapped around. And besides, if it was the other way around, we wouldn't have great episodes like Hurricane Fluttershy on our hands. And then there's also Megan, the girl that comes to visit Ponyville every so often, sometimes along with Danny and Molly, 2 other human characters. And they just basically show up and help the ponies out of danger. Speaking of that, we get some villains in the G1 show, like Tirak from the very first movie. And we also get some random other villains like witches and the cat. I can't remember her name, but you know, it's all crazy stuff. So all in all, this generation was surprisingly watchable. Even though there wasn't really any conflict and friendship, it was all just, oh, a villain occurs, then the ponies have got to stop it, save the day, and that's it. But it's surprisingly watchable. Not the best, of course, that goes to G4, but still, this definitely beats the crap out of G3, which I'll get to later. G2. Okay, I don't have much to say about this one, but I will say this. G2 actually has 7 main characters, not just a whole bunch of characters thrown in just for the sake of having a plot. But there are a couple of issues with this series. Well, while they're actually developed characters, they live in a modern world and just go about their everyday lives. Now, this is what G4 does, but they do it to a full potential. This one, it's not as nearly as good. But I've got to say, the one that I remember most out of this lot is Patch. Mainly because the only 2 episodes that I've actually watched in this series are focused on her, but I just didn't really want to watch more after that. So all in all, this series is okay. It has developed characters, but they don't take it to the full potential, and there's not much conflict here. It's just everyday business that's not taken to its full potential. So on to My Little Pony G3 to G3.5. Dang it. This is horrible. I'm going to say that. I said that right now. But let's get into it, shall we? Just to get the hell out of the way. Okay, so at least the animation's a bit better in this generation. That's the only positive thing I can say about it. Again, they seem to force a lot of characters into the plot just for the sake of having a plot. but at least they've got a little bit of personality this time. We all know that Minty likes green. This Rainbow Dash is nothing like the G4 Rainbow Dash we all know and love today. Pinkie Pie, this generation Pinkie Pie is kind of, oh, I just like pink, and, all that kind of boring stuff. And there's also this G3.5. Okay, they all have very, very similar personalities. They don't look great, their voices sound like background characters, and worst of all, their cutie marks probably don't match up their names either. I mean, look at this generation's Scootaloo. I mean, the G4 Scootaloo probably would just go, bleh, I'm not gonna have a very girly cutie mark like Fluttershy. Okay, that's how the G4 Scootaloo would react, or something like that. And also the G3 Rainbow, like the G4 Rainbow Dash would go, oh no, I used to be all pretty bad like Rarity. Like she would totally freak out. Painful is the best way to describe this generation. They don't have very, very developed characters. There is absolutely nothing that happens except, oh, life is good, and absolutely, like, nothing potential happens here. And they don't even bother to put in villains this time. At least with the G1 show, they actually did that, and at least with the G2 characters, they actually gave them some distinctive personalities. This is a season that totally messes everything up. G4. At least we end on a positive note this time. This series is epic, and every Brony and Pegasus-sister knows that. Okay, first off, you got the characters. These characters are very, very well developed. They look fantastic. Pinkie Pie is a party animal, Rarity's a fashionista, Twilight's a magical unicorn who loves to study, Applejack is a rodeo horse, Fluttershy is a shy Pegasus who loves animals, and Rainbow Dash is a tomboy Pegasus who loves to soar the skies. And then you also got the Cutie Mark Crusaders. Sweetie Belle is a wonderful singer, though she doesn't know it yet. Apple Bloom is a bit of a carpenter. Again, doesn't know it. Scootaloo is very agile. And then you got the newest member, Babseed. I hope they just develop Babseed later on in a future episode, because that would be really cool. And then you got Spike. Twilight Sparkle's #1 assistant has a crush on Rarity. Oops! Secret's out. Okay. I just had to use that joke. Anyways. Spike is also very well developed as well. He's a baby dragon who doesn't really know much about things, but he can do things like read and write and actually talk. He's not really a baby at all. And that's what I like about him. He's a really good character. Enter Lauren Faust here. She did a remarkable job of getting these characters just right. She intentionally had the G1 ponies to become the G4 ponies that we know and love, but due to some copyright issues, they had to change things around. And Lauren Faust even said that Firefly was her favorite pony, so they decided to put Firefly's brain into Rainbow Dash, which is an awesome idea, because, well, the G3 Rainbow Dash basically makes no sense of her name. And same with the G3 Rarity. So I'm very glad that Lauren Faust decided to change these around and give the G4 ponies names that make sense, as well as cutie marks that make sense. And personalities as well. God bless you, Lauren Faust. And I'm hoping to get the other 3 ponies at some point. So to everybody on YouTube, Fluttershy, Twilight, and Rainbow Dash. Hi, every pony. Hello there, every pony. Great to be on YouTube. Hi there, every pony. It's awesome to be here. So, yeah. Just a quick hi from 3 of the members of the main cast. I hope to get Applejack, Rarity, and Pinkie Pie soon. This show was so good when it came out. It won the Best New Show of 2010. And I am definitely not surprised at how excellent it is. I mean, there's so many fantastic episodes. My personal favorite? is Hurricane Fluttershy. Just so you guys know. So in conclusion, G4 is definitely the best way to go. Introduce villains, developed characters, and it definitely takes its full potential to go into it. The other three generations had good things as well. G1 obviously had the villains, G2 had developed characters, G3 had the animation correct, but G4 puts all the good things forward at once. And even introduced some fantastic plots. So Lauren Faust, you did a fantastic job in developing the show with all your creators. And hope you have good luck during what you're doing right now. And also, good luck to the creators for the remainder of Season 3 and for the rest of the episodes to come. See you around, every pony. Hey everyone, Toby Mavis Ferrer speaking, and I'm going to do a video on reviewing all the generations of My Little Pony together. So I'm going to start with G1, and then, take 2. Now what bad word is good for this generation? I hate this generation so much I can't even think of a bad word for it. Hang on a minute. Put the colors of the G3 ponies and then use them on the G4 ponies. This is likely the case with Rarity and Rainbow Dash. Well, start again.